Taylor Swift's new album, Soho Farmhouse in England, and the end of a challenge. This is what's in for you in this week's bigger picture video newsletter. Let's start with the headline news. I'm here at London Airport. I just read it. Taylor Swift is dropping a new album. Here's a couple of things you can learn from it, either if you're on the brand side or on the creator side. She dropped the news actually in the podcast of her boyfriend Travis Kelce. Of course, it instantly got viral, but she did it with a nice twist. They used the podcast to promote it, so the podcast also grows. But here's a quick opportunity for a lot of brands to capitalize on. One example I want to show you is here from Starbucks. He said, "It feels like a perfect night for coffee at midnight." Makes sense. She's dropping the album at midnight, or to be specific, at 12. These kind of social activities, these kinds of social pop culture news are definitely a thing that brands can capitalize on. Starbucks here with a perfect example. What else was on this week? I went to London and we visited the Soho Farmhouse. But I wasn't there for a private reason. I went there for a production. Check this out. It looks amazing. It's so beautiful. It's just an hour west of London, and I want to show you one video as it produced here. That's the one. It was for a daily body coach and Hampton, which is another membership community. And you see here some beautiful pictures. And I just want to tell you a little side story here. The original shoot was planned to start at 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. But we thought, hey, we gotta go the extra mile, and we just wanna create outstanding content. We decided to get up at 5 a.m. and chasing the sunrise. If you've been in England before, you know there's a lot of clouds, there's a lot of rain, but we were lucky here, and most of the time it pays off if you get up early. This was the only option we were able to shoot this, because the rest of the day is just occupied. The pool is busy, people are there and all that, but check these beautiful pictures. It's just a small thing I want to mention, and a great learning for other brands is, if you have these activations, if you have these events, use the time and create also social content on it. So what we did here is, usually you have an event production or image film production here for a day or so. But if you add another half a day or so, you could create social content, 10 reels, 50 photos, and all everything you need for the socials in just another day, and just marginal more costs. For a production like this, we typically charge maybe $20,000, and for another $5,000, you get so much more content. So brands, if you're out there, listen to this and make the use of it. I already had this last year in my keynote at TrendCon, and it's use events to leverage also always on content. What else was on this week? I already talked about London and Soho Farmhouse. Fell back in love with London. I've been there often. We had a lot of productions here, but also in the days for school trips. At some point I was like, yeah, London is so. But as I was able to spend here 2 or 3 days, it was perfect. It was just an amazing city, very vibrant, good culture, great food. And we stayed at the Standard Hotel, outstanding hotel. Check it out, highly recommend. Then there's a thing I want to talk about, and it's the end of an era. It's the end of a challenge, the NTS New Trend Society 60 Challenge. This is my buddy Hendrik, and in May we talked about getting fit again, getting into sports and all that, and for that you need accountability. And we decided to create the community NTS60 and to start a challenge. Every day for 60 days, a workout, either a run, either a bike ride, either a gym, or just a walk in the park. And it was an amazing experience. More than 100 people joined in our WhatsApp chat. More participated online, and we had runs in person with a lot of fun people. We went to Ibiza. We had a group run in New York City, one in Cologne, one in Leipzig. I would say it was great memories. Thank you everyone for participating, and definitely gonna come up with another challenge probably in January 2020 to kick off the year. Is always a good idea to have a small challenge. Yeah, NTS 60 is gone, and it was just nice. Last thing I want to emphasize this week is we are hiring in the US. The team is growing, and let me see if I can pull up that page. What's going on here? We are hiring a social media manager, if you social in general, if you are on Instagram and if you haven't deleted the app yet or whatever, if you just to stay on top of things on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, and all that, we are looking for a social. Can be also remote under some circumstances, but ideally it would be in US time zone. So here's the application. Just check it out and you can join our team. It would be actually for my personal brand, right? For all the stuff we do in here on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on newsletter, and all that, planning, organizing, and just creating amazing content for the community. That's what's on this week. Is there anything else? No, I think that was it. These are the things you need to know for this week, and see you next week. Take care.